Is your financial advisor quiet quitting? Well, quiet retiring. I'm sorry, quiet retiring, because you may not completely understand what quiet retiring means. But a few years ago, Chase and I were on the Dr. Phil show because they're doing an episode on what they called quiet quitting. And that's, and Chase and I were on the pro side for business and working hard, while the other side essentially felt that they should get paid the same amount and not do much work at all. They would show up physically, but mentally they weren't really there, and they called it kind of quiet quitting. So I kind of coined the phrase, quiet retiring, because I'm seeing that happening and I hate to say it, I love our industry, but I'm seeing it happening with people I know in the industry.
I don't love our industry.
Well,
there's a lot of bad people in our industry.
Okay. I love what we do. I love the concept.
I love our business.
Right, there we go.
I love the way we take care of our clients, but gosh, there's a lot. I mean, we just met with a potential client this past week, and she was sold all of these annuities with these high income riders. Just awful. And this industry perpetuates a lot of great salespeople. So I don't think I love the industry.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me on that. I love the concept, I guess, of what we can do.
There we go. And, kind of talking to this point of quiet retiring, I mean, we've been seeing this in the financial service industry, especially considering the fact that the average U.S. financial advisor is 56 years old. I've noticed that more of them feel that they deserve to play more golf, which neither you or I golf.
No.
Gosh, big time commitment, and it's so hard and frustrating. Or they like to, of course, travel around the world. And it seems like doing more than that than the average person, since they almost seem to be in retirement mode. It's like, the book's kind of doing his thing, and I'm gonna go to Europe for a month.
Yeah, I won't be missed, which is kind of amazing. And they're not telling their clients this either. And they have their admin staff handle most of the routine details, so you, the client, really don't know that they are not working that much behind the scenes. Hence the term quiet retiring. You don't really know they're retired, but they virtually are. Something you definitely should find out is how much your financial advisor is working. What are they doing behind the scenes? Or are they even at the office? Especially if they're in their mid to late 50s, because you may not have the person with the most experience watching your investments. And that's what really worries me. You might think, well, this guy's been doing it for 40 years. But he's not handling it. His assistant, who's been doing it for 10 years, is the one that's doing most of the work.
Yeah, and I think this is really important right now, because when things are going up, you don't really, I don't want to say that you don't really care, but you don't really notice, because everything is going up. Like everything has been going up the last 10 years. I mean, not to make money in the last 10 years, you had to do something pretty bad.
Unfortunately, we've seen some people that had unfortunate advisors that are pretty bad.
But this becomes so important in preparing for and weathering through difficult times. You want to make sure that person with the experience and the knowledge is able to guide you through those difficult periods. So if your financial advisor is talking about retiring in the near future, be sure to understand fully what the succession plan is and who you will be dealing with. It has now been known in the industry for a few years that the average age of financial advisors, as we said, is getting older, again around 56 years old, and less younger advisors are coming in the industry. So you have to be sure that you understand who your financial advisor really is. Is it really the advisor, or the person that maybe is only 25 years old working on the admin work behind the scenes, handling all the details? And who is watching your portfolio? And is your investment advisor one that is quite retiring?
Right. And I did see studies of younger people. The reason they don't want to come in is like, I don't want to sell. And I said, I've never sold. I've always presented what we do. I think we've come up with a great concept. We now manage $750 million. We've done that because we do a very good job for our clients, and we don't sell. You come in for the presentation, we show you what you do. If you like it, great. We'll do the paperwork and think about whatever. But we never I remember all the sales techniques when I first got into it. Well, do the Ben Franklin close. Ask them what they don't like, what they do like. And then what can I say that all these sales techniques, that would bug me too. And that's unfortunately a lot of salespeople in the industry, which why, as you said, we don't really like the industry. We like the concept of the industry. But it is very important to make sure that you know who you're working with, because there are some people out there that just aren't doing the job they should be doing, and you might think they have the experience, but they're not in the office working.
Yeah.
So